Hi, I'm Elise and I'm an attorney at the Commons Law Center, a nonprofit law firm based in Portland, Oregon. This video is for educational purposes only and is not legal advice. I am not your lawyer. If you have a legal problem in Oregon and are worried that asking a lawyer for help is going to be too expensive, please go to www.thecommonslawcenter.org to access our library of free legal guides and videos and to see if you qualify for our unbundled and reduced fee services. In this video, I'll be talking about what custody is, how it is decided, and who can have it. Custody refers to the legal right and responsibility to care for someone. If you have custody of a child, this means you are responsible for their upbringing. You make major decisions about the child's life. These decisions include housing, education, religion, and medical care. Child custody is not the same thing as child support or visitation rights. There are two types of child custody: joint and sole custody. If a court grants joint custody, the parents share the responsibility of raising the child. This may mean that the child lives with each parent an equal amount of time, however, it does not always mean this. For example, a child may live with one parent 90% of the time, but both parents have the authority to make major decisions about how to raise the child. Joint custody can be difficult for some co-parents who disagree on what is in the child's best interest. Because of this, the court can only grant joint custody in a case when both parents understand what it will mean and agree to it. Sole custody refers to one parent having full custody of the child. The parent with sole custody is responsible for making all major decisions concerning that child. They can make these decisions without consulting the other parents first. However, some co-parents agree that the custodial parent will discuss their options with the non-custodial parent before making their decision. Non-custodial parents are still important parts of their children's lives. They are allowed to make day-to-day decisions for their children while they are in their care, like what they will eat, what their bedtime will be, and whether or not they need to wear a jacket to school. Non-custodial parents can also participate in their child's education or medical care by consulting with their child's providers and inspecting their records. Most importantly, they can show their children that they are loved and supported. Typically, custody cases are between the biological parents of the child. However, there are cases where one party is not a biological parent or both parties are not the biological parents. For example, adoption is a way that a non-biological parent can acquire custody of their child. Sometimes grandparents and other family members will seek custody of children when the child's parents are unavailable or unfit to care for the children. However, family members are very rarely able to attain custody of children that are not their own. The state of Oregon and the United States Constitution prioritize the rights of biological parents as long as they are fit and able to serve their children's best interests. When parents cannot agree to the terms and conditions of sharing joint custody, the court has to decide who will have sole custody. The state of Oregon has outlined several factors that the court must consider in their decision. Ultimately, these factors come down to which parent will be able to better represent their child's best interest. There are some things that Oregon has decided are legally irrelevant to custody. These include any preference for mothers or fathers, or vice versa, when that is the only difference between the two parents. This also includes a parent's disability when it is not likely to endanger the child. Finally, most evidence regarding a parent's lifestyle is considered irrelevant unless it is actively harming the child. These laws prevent the court from considering factors that are irrelevant to the child's best interest. Thank you for watching and learning about custody in Oregon. You are welcome to ask questions or share feedback about the video. If it doesn't make sense, we'd love to know. You are who we made it for. If you think you might need personalized legal advice, please give us a call or check out our legal resource guide. It lists all the free and low-cost legal services that we know of in Oregon.